what I was saying is that when Yanoon and I had been taken up, and I found myself in a mortuary, and there were two perfect graves there, and I was picking up these black pipes. And I looked over to the other empty grave, the second one, and I saw little brown hands coming up, and I saw a guy pull himself up. When I saw his hand and face, I knew it was Malachi, and I said to him, I knew you were going to be strong enough to come up out of there. Well, that was one of the times I had died. Then one time, when I was taken up, and I was standing in a place and the sky was closer, you know, the moon and whatever, the sun and stuff, everything, the sky is always closer. And this little young brown-skinned teenager came out, and we talked, and he invited me into his house, and his mother that looked just like him came out and looked like a kitten and flopped herself on the couch. Well, when I walked past the picture window, I looked outside and I saw this black coffin, the lid sticking about 3 inches out the dirt. That was me. I had passed away again. And about you all changing thousands of times per second, that's real, because when I walked over to the front of the house and I turned and looked to the right, there was a full-length mirror, and I saw myself changing forms so fast I couldn't calculate it until I ended up looking like Ronald McDonald or something. And I heard the people say over me that were talking, said, he's waking up. This is how I know these things are real. From experience. I experienced these things. What I'm telling you is fact. What I know is real. Now, who has that first spiritual experience?
I have one, Amun. It's physical.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hello?
Kim.
Thank you.
Yes, go ahead.
I was walking, like, clear as day. I looked up in the sky, and I seen, like, 3 suns. But it was one bright. But I had to look deeper, and I seen the suns, like, lined up, sharp, even. That was my experience.
Okay, you saw 3 stars. You saw 3 suns, and you saw what lined up?
3 suns lined up next to each other.
Stars.
In the daytime. No,
Okay.
3 suns.
Okay, 3 suns. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you saw yeah, that's right. Well, this is turned into a tri-solar system, right? Because everything's in the same place at the same time, vibrating on different frequencies. So this planet Risk that Planet Babianoon and I was sent to you all from 76 trillion years ago, even on another plane in another dimension, is a tri-solar system. It has 3 suns, right? Atum, and Amun. And this Earth, of course, is in the exact same place. So that means it is the same place. Even though everything has its own vibratory location, as you raise in consciousness, which is how you travel from one place to another, just like on TV, when you shift with your remote, when you change the frequency, you change location. Even though the TV doesn't move, you're in the same place. You could be looking at tennis in France and then turn and you're looking at basketball in New York, right? When you change the frequency. So now, as you expand in consciousness and you all walk with me and stay with me, your frequency is being shifted back up on high from which you fell to the planet Risk. And now you're starting to realize the 3 suns rather than only one. Because even though you're in the same place at the same time, you're vibrating on different frequencies, the vast majority of you will be left behind on the planet Earth with only one sun and suffer all the apocalyptic trauma that's in the book of Revelation and much more. Unfortunately, not what I will. It's not why I'm here. I want to let you all know, when you read this book, and it's pouring through me just like water, it's like I just make my hand and a pen available, and the Most High writes the words for me. It's breathtaking. It really is, even to me. And I've lived it. I am the book. But there will be no doubt in your mind who I am, where I'm from, or who sent me. Not even a twinkling of a doubt. So even demons, if you have the inner core strength to hang on, you will be rewarded for your patience. If you can handle being tested. All right. That next spiritual experience, and thank you, Kim.
You're welcome, Messiah.
Yeah, I got one. It's Katat.
Okay, Katat. I love you too.
I got your message too, and I'm already working on it.
Yes, I know, and I know that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to share an example about how quick your reality can change when you change your mind.
That's right.
Because what's been going on lately is there's been rumors going around that the cruise line I work with, that they banned hip-hop music. Right? Now, that's not true, but what they did was install some more family-friendly programming, which meant doing away with a lot of the vulgar music. So we just can't play it anymore. So, of course, you know, our brothers and sisters, black folks, felt attacked or whatnot, because they do spend a lot of money here with the company. And what was happening constantly is I would find myself in, you know, heated conversations or even contentious conversations with people, wondering what's going on with the music, because I'm, you know, one of the people playing the music on the ship. So once I realized, you know, that these conversations that I was having with the passengers were starting to take a negative turn sometimes, because they were frustrated that they're not hearing that type of music anymore, and I'm frustrated because they're acting like they can't listen to nothing else. You know, I realized that, you know, I shouldn't be in these heated conversations with the folks. So what I decided to do was, I'm not even going to entertain that conversation anymore. I'm going to just tell them what I'm supposed to, which is, you know, the company is open to your feedback and your suggestions. So anything you want to tell to me, tell it to the company in your survey, because they all get a survey when they go home. So the day I decided to not entertain that conversation anymore, nobody brought it to me anymore. And it was happening often, every week, sometimes multiple times a week. People would come to me, oh, what's going on with the music? We used to play this, we used to play that. And like I said, sometimes it would get a little heated going back and forth with them. And I decided, you know what, let me not do that anymore. And ever since I made that conscious decision to not do that anymore,
you closed that frequency channel.
Presented itself. It
That's
hasn't
right.
even presented itself since
Now,
then.
there are people that still have those questions and they want to ask you, but you rose above that frequency and you changed the channel.
That's right.
So you can't hear their complaints anymore, right? And that's something you all need to really focus on. Thank you, Katat. That's precisely what's happening here. There are many people that you can see. You see them on television. You even see them in your homes and in the streets. And you think that they can touch you, but they can't. You understand? Because even though you're on the same planet, you're vibrating on a different frequency. You're indeed in different worlds. They can't touch you any more than Channel 19 can merge with Channel 6. Right?
Cool.
So just remember, it's all about frequencies. All right, who else has a spiritual experience they'd like to share?
Well, hey, I got a question. I got one.
Wait a minute about the question. We're going to do the spiritual experiences. Thank you. And I'm glad to hear your vibration, Terry. Go ahead. What's the spiritual experience?
Amun, you just did a spiritual thing with me a while ago. My godfather just passed, and you just spoke about death ain't real, and it just happened. So I just want to share that with you. That was very powerful for you to. I was getting ready to share that with you, and then you came out and started talking about it. So.
Well, I'm in tune with the ones I love. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
I'm in tune with the ones that love me, and that I love.
Yeah.
And just remember that your comfort. Yeah, I love you. Your comfort is the truth. Know the truth, and the truth will make you what?
Free.
Right, free. And that's what I told you all when I opened up. I wanted to free you all from a certain specific kind of a pain and fear, which is some people hold on to the fear of death. It's not real. Remember, Father Babianu used to tell you all, if you really knew what death was, you'd go out and get $1 million policy and jump in front of a truck. If you really knew what it was, to provide for your family. Right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. The next spiritual experience.
We love you, Patricia.
Yeah, I got a
your family.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Condolences to your family.
Say it again.
I said condolences to your family, brother. Appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Oh, I love you. Right. Let's all give our condolences. To the brother.
Paul, we love you.
Condolences.
Condolences to your family. Much love and light.
That's right. Continued love and light, because that's divine love is the key, and the only reality is divine love. Everything else is mere illusion. You all have to remember this here. Repeat this when I say it. Life is a dream, reality an illusion, and you're only the imagination of yourselves. Let me hear you repeat that. Life is just a dream.
Life is just a dream.
Reality
an illusion.
Is an illusion.
And we're only the imagination of ourselves.
And we are only the imagination of ourselves.
If you remember that, you'll be safe from harm and fear, okay? All right. Star 6 your phones. You got static in the background.
Thank you, Amun.
I love you. All right. Now, who had that first question? Terry T. Okay, good.
I had a question.
Hey, how you doing, T?
I'm doing okay. Lucas called me and asked me to be in class. I came in. But the question I have, though.
Well, that's good. Good. Please, Star 6 your phones in the background with the static. Mute your phones. You think your phone is muted? Everybody, Star 6 your phone. Star 6 yours too, Terry, real quick.
You gonna still better hear me if I mute my phone?
Yeah, I hear you better now. Go ahead. That's it.
Okay. The question.
Terry, everything's fine now. Talk.
Okay, yeah, I'm talking. The question I have is, you said, I'm confused when you said you died twice. I'm trying to figure out how did you die twice.
I died 3 times at least.
So 3? Yeah, but what happened to your physical body?
Well,
you died 3 times.
Well, it's varied. I've seen myself in the coffin one time recently. I saw myself stretched out, my form in the coffin, with my spiritual essence that I'm sure was Angel Gabriel sitting at the foot of the coffin with my back turned to me. And I was a lot younger looking in the coffin. And I finally figured out why I was younger in the coffin. You want to know why?
Yeah. Why?
Because I had died 3/26/13 when I was taken up. That was the first time that I died in this world that I can remember, okay?
All right, look, what I'm trying to figure out is when you died, we didn't...
What happened to my body? It was buried.
No, we didn't know you died. I didn't go to a funeral or nothing like that. I heard that you died.
Yes, you did.
I was talking with
but
you.
You're not the same. Listen to me.
Please.
You are not the same Terry that existed when that happened. Because
all right.
Everything is constantly changing, and you change in forms, billions of times a second, just like me. So what you're doing is you fading away and coming back millions of times a second. That's how you create and projecting the illusion of reality. Remember, there's no such thing as Terry or Larry or anybody else. Remember, I asked you to think about going to a movie and the guy in the projection booth has a reel-to-reel plan, and he has a whole roll of pictures, snapshots, that are in themselves individually static. No movement, no information. Until you roll the film and you connect them to one another and they create the illusion, they become animated. They create the illusion of movement and sound and all these different things, right? They duplicate and imitate life. They call them movies because they take these still frames and they keep moving them one after the other. That's what your mind does, you understand? Except it does it much faster, billions of times per second. And it makes your movement and your life and breathing, etc., seem seamless. There's no pause in it. It's a steady stream. But it's the same way that somebody, your favorite actor, dies on a cowboy movie, right, Terry?
That's right.
And then 3 years later, you see them start. And then 3 years later, you see the same person starring in another movie. Are you following me?
All right, I hear you.
Now, in a child's mind, they think, I saw him get killed or her die. How are they back? He means back, they were never there. It's only an illusion, a projection. You understand?
I got you.
It's an image. Where is it being projected from? Your imagination. What is the first word in imagination? Family.
Image.
That's right. Your imagination is what connects you from God and separates you from the animals. Your ability to imagine. Right?
Sure. That's right.
So I still sense confusion, Terry. So if you're not clear, rearrange your question and approach it.
No, I understand what you're saying now. I understand. It makes sense.
I'll tell you this, Terry. I'll tell you one thing. When you get this book, when I finish, Messiah, Amun Rayay, when you get this book, it's gonna straighten you out forever. You'll understand everything. Do you understand? This book is gonna revolutionize thinking in the world. It's gonna change the minds of everybody in the world that touches the book. Nobody will go inside those pages and come out with the same old stinking thinking. You understand?
All right.
I guarantee you that it's going to wake up the world. You follow me? So make sure you get it and get a copy for all of your friends that you think are still sleeping confused. All right. Next question. If you should, go ahead.
I have a question. Can I be heard?
Yeah, London.
Will automatically end in
Yeah,
5
Cheryl.
minutes.
Yes, Cheryl. How are you? Your question was.
I'm good. Yeah. When
Said
you
the
were
conference gonna end in 5
explaining
minutes.
your death experience.
Well, don't worry about it. If it does, we don't know what number it was. So go ahead, Cheryl.
Can I be heard?
Okay.
Yeah,
we can hear
if
you.
you're not heard, just call in on another number and let us know that that
Tua, so
line
you
went
can't
out.
hear me. Okay, I just want to see if I could be heard. Go ahead, Cheryl. I'm sorry.
Good, that's right.
Okay.
But if you get cut off, just call in on another number and let us know that that number dropped. All right, Cheryl.
Okay. When you were explaining your death experiences, the last one, when you said that you can see yourself changing form in the mirror really rapidly, 1,000 times.
Yes.
Question: those forms, like you mentioned, Ronald McDonald, were these previous forms of yourself or future forms, or just forms?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if those were experiences I already lived or experiences that's going to happen in the future, or if they're, I was just thinking there were two forms in my imagination that I haven't experienced in either past, present, or future. I'm not sure.
Oh, I see.
You know how powerful your mind is, Cheryl? Your mind is powerful because your highest, very highest self is Fa'ut, Kulum. You understand?
Yeah.
Remember that you are the all. And you're the center of your own universe, and everything is an equal distance from you. That means that planet Risk is in the same place as Earth. And to make you see that in a way that you can understand it, imagine a big white beach ball. And you take a black marker and put a dot on that ball, right, Cheryl?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that dot be in the center of the ball regardless of where you placed it?
It would be.
Right. And if you put another dot on the ball somewhere else, wouldn't that also be the center of the ball from the perspective of that dot?
It would be, yeah.
So does it matter how many people, how many dots you put on the ball, they're all the center of the ball?
Mm-hmm.
From their perspective? That's how you all imagine yourselves in different places, but you're all the center of the same, of your own universe. You follow me?
Yeah. Okay.
You are all the magnetic center. Are you following me? All of you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tua.
Yeah.
All right, Cheryl. Keep working your question until... Yes, how are you? Did any of you drop out of class? Anybody drop out? Okay, what's the next question?
So,
if I answered your question... Go ahead. Go ahead. The next question. Can you all hear me?
Can you hear me?
We can. We can hear you.
All right, then what is the next question, family?
Can you guys hear me?
Can I do what?
Yeah. Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you. Did you have a question? The brother that asked, could he be heard? Did you have a question?
I think the brother's mic is coming out, so you might have to recall.
I love you, Jasmine. Brother, can you recall from another number if you're having trouble being heard?
Okay, I'll
because
call.
There are... Well, I hear you right now. Who am I speaking to?
This is Rob Kwame, Rayay Attack. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, I can.
End in 30
So
seconds.
I talked to you a couple of years ago. I called. I don't know if you remember me, but I was very frustrated and broke down in tears, right? Because of the state of our tribe. And I haven't been here. I haven't been on this call in a while. But I just wanted to ask
everybody welcome the brother back home, please.
Welcome, brother.
Welcome to my brother. Thank you. Thank you for responding. Much love and light.
Welcome home.
Tawakum.
Okay, Kwame. Go ahead.
Tawakum, Mossad. So the question Edward was asking about your multiple deaths. I like to elaborate, and I do understand that you said he wasn't there in that particular dimension because, like in quantum physics, we have superposition, so you can change positions, right, at any time in your frequency. But my question is, like, what was the point of removing you from that reality? Because some people no longer have, or do they have a different now, being that you're sent to raise, you know what I'm saying, the frequency of the planet and people's mentality.
Well, the difference,
like why?
The difference was not in you all or the world. The difference was in me. Like the brother said, the things you look at will never change until you change the way that you look at things. So when I was taken up, right, I too was confronted by the decision that you all will be, whether or not I wanted to go forward or come back, because I had something that I felt was incomplete. I still felt my mission was unresolved, it was unfinished. So that's why I came back. I changed my reality.
But that reality you left from, didn't they lose you? Didn't they lose, or did they get another savior?
Yes, yes, they did lose me. Yes, they did lose me. And in that reality, I had a funeral, and many people attended. Okay, now let me bring to mind the Mandela effect. Are you familiar with that?
Sure, yeah, of course.
Okay, because of expanded consciousness and the Mandela effect, there was a conscious world that he died in penitentiary, and many people attended his funeral, and there were pictures of it. Do you remember that?
We all thought I thought he died. Yeah,
that's right.
Sure.
But then there was an alternate reality where that he was released from Robbins Island Penitentiary and ran for office and became president of South Africa, replacing de Klerk. Do you remember that?
Sure.
Okay. Well, the one asking the question knows better than the one being asked, because both those things are true.
That's correct. I understand quantum physics and superposition. I was more trying to understand. I was understanding why, like, what happened to the people in that reality that they no longer have a Messiah.
Because they're shifting and changing, like I told Terry, just like I am and you are. Billions of times per second. Yeah, they're changing and shifting as well. You don't have to die or create the illusion of death in order to shift or change. Change is permanent, constant. And it happens with or without you. Yeah, that's right.
Sure. Tawatak. We all shifting in frequencies every second, every moment.
That's
every
right.
moment, every change of thought, every instant.
That's right. You don't remember because you're not the same person that was there when it happened.
Wow. Tawatak.
I love you.
So basically, Amun,
yes.
To piggyback on what the brother just said and you were explaining, so we're all different from the moment we logged into the class. We're shifting.
Oh, yeah, many, many times. Some of you are very familiar to the person that called in, and you can't tell a difference. Some of you are not as familiar. But you're completely, totally different people. Let me explain something to you. It's all a mental universe, a thought world, like I told my mother when I was about 8 years old. So that when you have an experience and you fall and cut your knee, you follow me? and you make a permanent scar there, or burn your hand on the iron, your arm. Once you see that scar, you believe it's an indelible mark that is permanent, and that's ingrained on your consciousness, so that you keep carrying that belief forward with you with every change. You understand? You expect to see that scarred knee or that burnt arm in every incarnation because you are convinced that it's a reality and a permanent fixture mentally in your mind.
Okay.
That's right.
Then how do I? Maybe it sounds weird, but convince myself or something.
It is weird. Quantum physics is weird. Go ahead.
Yeah, it is.
But it's reality.
How do I then change what I? How do you say it? Like for example, if football I made a sliding and there's a scar on my leg. How do I?
I'm sorry. How do you what now? Change.
How do I change the perspective of it?
By changing your mind.
Changes.
By changing your mind.
But how do I convince my mind?
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm showing you now that you have the flexibility in order to do that first. And it'll be up to you to figure out how you're going to change your mind. But know that the things you look at will never change until you change the way that you look at that knee. I mean, until you change the way that you look at things.
Okay, to perspective. Can I add, Messiah? Yeah. Listen, fake it till you make it. Fake it.
One at a time.
Fake it till you make it. I am not these thoughts. I am not this body. Keep telling yourself that until you accept
That's what you
reality.
have to do. That's a good thing. Thank you. I am not this body. I am not this situation. I'm only watching this happen from above. Thank you, son. That's right.
I went to a lot of
But see, the key to being able to change your reality, let me say that's the whole point of this class. In order to get to what you call heaven, heaven already exists. And in another superposition, you're attendant. You're part of heaven already. But the thing is, just like when you're looking at TV on Channel 6, Channel 19 is broadcasting all the time, but you're not tuned into it. I'm trying to get you all to realize that it's not out of your control. If you shift your frequency to that, dial into the frequency of heaven, you'll be there immediately, and you don't even have to die to get there. It already exists, and you are already there. But you're focusing on this version of yourself that is occupying this present reality. Are you following me? That's right.
I'm still a little confused. I'm still a little confused about the dying. About the person.
About dying. Okay, go ahead. What is your confusion?
I've been to a whole lot of funerals in the past, and I remember going to those funerals and remember the person that died. But you said you died twice, and I remember going to none of those funerals, and I remember you dying.
Well, let me say it again, Terry. The same Terry that's talking to me right now was not the Terry that attended my funeral.
Okay. Well, how could I remember the rest of
because you're changing
funeral?
It's changing. Listen, the same thing is happening with them that's happening with me. The people that attended their funeral, it's just like Mandela. Those people don't necessarily remember either. But some do. Some do. It's just like the Mandela effect. When I tell you that when you buy peanut butter, it's Jif peanut butter, J-I-F-F. Many of you remember when it was J-I-F-F, when it was Jiffy.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
When I tell you that mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all is now a magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Many of you revolt at the thought and say, no, I remember mirror, mirror on the wall.
Right.
Well, both those things are true. You see, now it's beginning to dock with itself.
Yeah, Moon.
That's right.
I want to share some real quick. Like, before, when the brother asked that question, and before you said it was like a Mandela effect, literally in my head, I was like, isn't that the example of, like, the Mandela effect? So
that's right.
I guess that's a good, like, way, like, saying that I am evolving. Or
exactly.
Because, like,
you were merging with my mind. Let me tell you, what you're talking about telepathy, a lot of you think you're reading other people's mind, and many times what it really is that you have thoughts, and people vibrate on the same frequency as you, and you share that thought. You hear me? That's like you and I do a lot.
Sure.
That's right.
Yeah, I think that is a good analogy to use as to handle with fear. When we talk about I am not this situation, I'm not this body, I'm only looking at above, because there is times where, like earlier today, I was thinking about some money, and then I'm like, there ain't nothing to fear about or anything like that, because I'm gonna be okay. Like, I'm not this situation, I'm not this body. So
because the only reality is divine love. I'll tell you what you do, Jasmine. Whenever fear begins to creep in and grip you, have you considered the birds and the lilies of the field, how they spin not, nor do they toil, but each one of them is arrayed even more magnificently than Solomon in all of his greatness? Or when you look at a flock of sparrows that land on the park grass and they're feeding, can you tell one from the other, a male from a female, the young from the old, the fat from the skinny, or do they just all look identical?
All look identical.
Well, then my question to you is, who's feeding them and sustaining them?
Right. God.
That's the same one that's taking care of you.
Yep. I always think about that. I always
appreciate that. That's powerful.
It is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Overstands.
That's right. And before the devil came and created the illusion of the need of fossil fuels and all these different things, you lived in your home continent, and you lived free like that. You had no responsibilities or need for money or bills or anything, and you never did without. Are you following me?
Cool.
It's just like,
definitely.
Who showed you shame and revealed to you your nakedness? Right? Who told you were naked?
Right. Right.
It's just a human form. You walked around because of the climate, you didn't need clothes, and your body was a work of art. But I'll tell you how silly these people have got us programmed. Now, you can see a woman right now out at the beach with a thong string bikini on, nothing but just little things around her nipples, and a string up her ass. Am I right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, and she walks around strutting proud like she's fully dressed. Am I right?
Right.
What?
Right.
Now you can go to her home when she go home, knock on the door, and she come to the door with a full slip on, and she, excuse me, I gotta go put something on. Do you see how crazy these people are?
Yeah.
Now when she naked, she walking around proud.
Yeah.
When she fully covered up, she's embarrassed because you looking at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, one person, a million.
Like, what the hell did they do to y'all?
Mind control.
It is. But whoever's controlling that kind of a mind is negative. Now she walking around practically naked. That's right. But when she's fully covered with a full slip, Oh, excuse me, I gotta go put something on. I thought you were my daughter. I thought you were somebody, my husband.
Yeah, I'm trying to see one person, like a mailman she's running from it. While she's on the beach with hundreds of people looking, and she ain't worried about it. But one mailman knocked on the door, she's trying to hide.
That's right. That's right. Because she didn't want him to see her without no clothes on. And she got clothes on. When the mailman go to the beach, and she follows her body and see her naked and all her glory and strutting like a peacock. Ass, everything straight out, just hanging out, and she walking around like she fully dressed. And everybody's in agreement. Everybody's in agreement. She's not the only one under the spell. Everybody crazy.
Yeah. Amun, I wanted to say something to the other brother Zamal that was talking about how does he let go of everything. Zamal, if you still here, it's important if you're trying to choose or make the craft. If you don't let these things go, you can throw the whole craft off. It's like the Philadelphia experiment. That one scientist that went through, he was attached to a loved one, his wife. I think he just got married. And he was
about to get married. And the MP, he was about to get married.
Yeah.
And they arrested him and brought him back to the USS Eldridge against his will. But love is an emotion that's so strong, it crosses over the like illusion. Because love is the only reality. Everything else is mere illusion. Go ahead.
To it. Exactly. You're saying exactly. And that's why it's important for us to grasp these concepts and understand we need to disconnect from these things. Doesn't mean you don't love them in a sense. You have divine love. I shook for all, right? But attachment is what's going to hold you back.
Attachment is what binds you and it keeps you from moving forward. It gets you left behind.
So
you're directed by the sages and prophets to come out of it, my people. Come out of it. Don't be attached to worldly things. Come out of the world and do not be attached to it because it's constantly changing. Why would you attach yourself to something that's constantly fleeting away, disappearing? You'll suffer a lot of loss. You're always going to be meeting people that's going to eventually die. And you suffer that pain and loss every time. Why are you continuing to suffer that loss and that pain when you know it's only an illusion? It's because people don't know the truth, and that's the only thing that'll make them free. That's why I was sent.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you're free from all that pain and hell, then you're in heaven. Okay, go ahead.
I was saying you were doing a good job, Amun. Thank you.
I love you. I'm doing my very best.
So I got a question.
You are.
Jasmine, are you a sister of Reality Rich? You sound like another Zamal.
You said, am I what?
Zamal chat name's Reality Rich.
No.
That's not you. You sound like another Zamal chat. That's why. Tower Tech. I enjoy these classes, though. Tower Tech.
I do, too. I enjoy and love you all. And if it wasn't for you all, I'd have nobody to talk to. Imagine that. Imagine where I'm vibrating, right? You ever hear it's lonely at the top? Believe me, it is.
Sure.
And I'm trying to wake you up and pull you up as fast as possible so I won't be alone. And when you wake up people and post these posts and bring them to class, understand that you're building your future family and love connections for your eternity. Do you understand?
So you once invited me.
For your long home.
You once invited me, Amun.
And thank you, Bess. Also, I heard you back there. Go ahead. I invited you.
You once invited me, and I don't know if the invitation still stands, but I would like to build with you, like one-on-one. I would really like to do that now. I think I'm ready for that.
Okay, but you'd have to call me one-on-one to build with me significantly for a long time. But if you have question of one thing that you want to go ahead and deal with that topic, but we're not one-on-one. Remember that. Go ahead.
No. I mean, like I've been with the master teacher for over 30 years, so I've been around and I understand a lot of the lessons that you're giving. Like, I'm really a loner in a sense, but when I hear those words that resonate, like when the master teacher talk, it resonates, and when you talk, I can tell you've been around because you got that same resonate. You know what I'm saying? That same frequency.
I know that truth. You can feel it deep down inside.
Exactly.
Yeah, the difference between Yanun and I, is that his mission was in another era. Are you following me? Just like the difference between him and Elijah Muhammad, they were sent from the same being, from the same place for the same reason. But they came at a different level of consciousness. So they had a different message for you. You see what happens, take the angel Gabriel or Michael, what they are is prototypes, right? They're prototypes. Angels, and Malachi is an angel. Well, the angel comes through him. Maliki Tezdik, my angel, right? So that when Gabriel came to this world here over 2,000 years ago, it's because on high, it was certain that this planet was ready for another level of consciousness. So the angel Michael and Gabriel came down, and they had chosen a woman, and it was Miriam, and they came into her and said, "Hail Mary," lifted her robe, and the angel Gabriel, who was now a well-made man, went in unto her. He coveted her. He had sex with her, and placed divine in her womb, so that Jesus was a chimera, a hybrid. He was part man and part angel. Are you following? He was the son of man by the mortal woman Mary and Joseph as a father. But he had three parents. He was also a heavenly being by his angel Gabriel. Now Gabriel and Michael are real beings. But what they did is they took sperm semen samples from them and cryogenically preserved them on different crafts, so that when they go to any world in the cosmos that's ready for that level of consciousness, they form a bashara, or a well-made man, and they thaw out that semen sample and inject it into their testes, and they come down and they do bodily arrangements on certain women and change their anatomy to make them prepared to be able to sustain the power of the magnitude of a being like that, because a normal woman would die from that much energy and power in her, right? And when she's specially prepared, because you know that Mary herself was a god and a prophet. A lot of people don't know that. They focus only on her son. But she had to be a god to give birth to one. And then what they do is they throw out those semen samples and inject it into the testes of a well-made man, and he comes down and covers certain women. And my mother says she remembered another presence there when her and my father were together, very vividly, the night I was conceived. She was right. So that's how, one of the ways that we come into the world. And Gabriel came down with Elizabeth, Zachariah's wife, 6 months before he did with Miriam, and placed in her womb the seed of John the Baptist, the cousin of Jesus that was his elder by 6 months. Are you following me? And the same way he did with Sarai, or Sarah, the wife of Abraham, that couldn't give birth to a son because she was 90 and her sire Abraham was 100. And the angel appeared to her and told her that she was going to give birth to a son, and she laughed in the kitchen. His expression never changed, and he said, "Woman, why are you laughing? I told you the Lord of the worlds has sent me to tell you this." And she said, "Because of my age. I've long since passed the age of, menstrual cycles and this, that, and the other." He said, "Even so, it's the Lord of the worlds that sent me." He's trying to say, "Man, my womb been dried up. I'm 90 years old." I said, "The Most High told me to tell you that." And she just like Suphanum with the high priest and the holy tablets, she came up pregnant and gave birth to Ishmael, right? To Isaac, and then commanded Abraham to throw Hagar and Ishmael out. This same procedure is happening over and over again. Are you following me?
Sure.
It's not magic. It's not magic. It's not magic. It's high science.
Sure.
The Most High don't create things like proof. Are you following me? It's a process. It's evolution. He brings things into being. Even though he could create things by proof, but it's not necessarily his manner. Sometimes he does just say to a thing, "Be," and it is. But you have to understand, and I have to try to break the spell for you all. When you hear Reverend Rib, Deacon Pork Chop, and Pastor Fried Chicken recite certain verses habitually, like, "Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things yet unseen. Through faith we understand that the worlds were formed by the word of God, so that things that are seen were not made by things which do appear." That really sounded real heavy, and yet forthwith art thou, and religious, didn't it? But you left church confused because they never explained what that meant. They don't even know it. They just regurgitating words. But faith is the substance of things hoped for. Is that you thought about getting a car when you were 16, your first car. You saw them on TV and in magazines and all up and down the street. You kept imagining how you was going to get in and drive your car, a certain one that you wanted. And you kept that thought in your mind over and over again until your consciousness produced that car. One morning you woke up, you thought it was a dream, but you went outside, and there was your car parked in the driveway. It might have been two tones with bald tires, but it was yours. It was your hoopty, right? And you could stick the key in it and drive it. You were so proud. One thing you didn't realize is that everywhere you were driving, you kept seeing the same make of car as yours everywhere you look where you didn't see them before. Because your consciousness was still in creation mode. Are you following me? Now, when it said faith is the substance of things hoped for, and it went on to say, and the evidence of things yet unseen, because while you were hoping for it, it was yet unseen until you saw it parked in the driveway. Then it went on to say that through faith or belief, we understand that the worlds, meaning the sun, moon, and stars in your hand, were formed by the word of God to say to a thing be so that it is, so that things that are seen, such as the sun, moon, and stars in your hand, were not made by things which do appear. Meaning, I can send you outside tonight and say, "Can you see the moon?" And you say, "Yeah, I can see it." Point to it. There it is right there, Amun. What about a star? There it is right there. You point to it. We all agree that that's creation. That was made, right? Can we agree, family?
Sure.
That's right.
Okay. That was created.
Sure.
But now, when I ask you, can you see the Creator and point to Him? We know logically there's no creation without a creational force. There's no made without a maker. Am I right? But I ask you, you can point to what was created and what was made, but if I ask you to point to the creator of it, what will be your answer?
We can't.
I can't do it.
Can't see it.
Right. So that means that the creation can be seen, but the creator of it is unseen, right?
Right.
That's right.
But if I ask you in all intelligence and logic to answer truthfully the question, which is realist, the creation or the creator of it? The made or the maker?
The creator of it.
That's right.
Creator
The creator of it.
Well, we just established by your affirmation that you know that the unseen is realer than the seen. You see, family?
That's right.
Why Reverend Rib did your pork chop and Pastor Fried Chicken, or Elijah Muhammad, or Malachi didn't explain certain things to you? You weren't ready for it. You follow me?
Sure.
I have a class by Malachi that I sent out to some people where he says, I'm not the last Pharaoh, and when my mission is through, there'll be another Pharaoh to replace me. And Elijah Muhammad was the same thing. This is not about Amun or Atun or Elijah. This is a baton race. And we win as a family. And when one does his leg of the race or his mission is complete, he passes the baton on to the next. Are you following me? The only distinction is I'm the last of the 24 elders. I'm at care. I'm the last. There'll be no more after me. That's the only difference. Other than that, there is no difference. But you keep ascending, cab dack, plane after plane. You're ascending higher and higher. Right? But the information that's coming through me right now is going to take those of you that can reach that level to a place that you'll be beyond flesh.
Yes.
You see? I come to you with a spiritual doctrine. Elijah Muhammad, and even in lingering ways, Malachi came to you telling you about dietary laws and religion and different things like that. Whether you were Hebrew Israelites and all kinds of things like that. Do you follow what I'm saying?
Sure.
Hey, man, mute your phone.
Mute your phone. That's why I love you. But the things that's coming through me are on a completely and totally different level. But now, Amantibilahi, Wamalakati, Wakatabihi, Wasulihi, Wayomi, Alakati. Make no distinction, listen, make no distinction between my messages. Everybody, some people don't appreciate the truth the way it's coming through me, right? They want to hear something else. Because what's happening is you got some people that come here with preconceived, erroneous beliefs. And they've locked their mind like concrete into their preconceived, erroneous beliefs. So they're not coming here to hear the truth. They're coming here to hear confirmation of what they believe. They're not coming here for the facts. They're coming here to hear confirmation that, yeah, I knew I was right. No, you wasn't. Not totally. Because you're missing one of the main points. The Most High is not a man. So when John on the Isle of Patmos fell down at Michael's feet, because of his glory, he was shining like the sun in his countenance and his strength, and he swooned as if he was dead. Michael touched him on the head and said, "See thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant." When people choose to ignore, as the Bible says, that Jesus sent his servant, he sent his angel unto his servant John on the Isle of Patmos to reveal to him things which will shortly come to pass. Well, Jesus' angel is Michael, the one he sent. And right now, the angel Michael, I'll tell you in the Holy Tablets and other places, the reason he was sent, Somebody tell me why Michael was sent here to you all right now.
To prepare way for the Messiah, the real Messiah.
To prepare way for you.
That's exactly right. He was sent here to prepare you all for my arrival.
True.
Again. You follow me? But don't be like John when you see Melchizedek. He's so glorious and powerful that you think he is the resurrection. He is the Most High. He's not. But yes, he is glorious and magnificent, all those things. But yet so are you. He is your fellow servant. You follow what I'm saying? Don't get hung up like he's the begin-all, end-all. He's not that. Only the Most High is. All right? Now, let's get one more question because I wanted to do some spiritual things with you all. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, well I didn't even have a question, but that's you got
What
that
is
right.
that?
The question. Oh, go ahead.
The Christians and the Wahabians
Yeah.
are still in a religious mood. Yeah, go ahead. See, there are people that worship Elijah Muhammad as God, and people worship Malachi Z. York as God. They do. Not as an angel.
They do.
They do.
Yes, he do.
They think he's the beginning and the end. He's the end all, begin all. He's everything.
Well, he is that.
And Elijah Muhammad, when he finished his mission, he told everybody to go to the man with the letter lamb. He was directing them to go to Malachi, a raisin-headed slave. But they wouldn't go to Malachi because they thought Elijah was the sun, moon, and stars. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
And now they're left behind in a land that time forgot. With them old greasy bow ties and bad feet, still hopping across the street with an old Bilal speaks in a bean pie, and it's sad. Malachi told y'all to go to Amun, didn't he?
Sure.
The last elder. Okay, I'm here. But some niggas that got so crazy, they not even reverting to going back to Malachi. God damn it, they're going back to his damn son.
Yeah.
And he wasn't never sent by nobody. At least Malachi was really sent. You're talking about some airhead clowns. Nigga, are you out your goddamn mind?
Not using his mind.
No, he done lost it. Talking about who? You don't even know what that word means. I know you know it. It means force of creative will. But I had a phone call from Malachi when I was in New Orleans. He called me up when I was peddling. When I got home, a whole bunch of the Wahabians out there, oh, Ahmed, the master's trying to reach me. So I called him back. I had his personal number, of course. And he went on talking to me about this and that real fast. And then when he paused, I asked him, I said, there's a place in the Holy Tablets where it says if I recite a certain name a certain amount of times, I'll receive a healing, or a woman can get pregnant, or you can receive blessings, this, that, and the other. But there's one, I'm not going to go into it, but these niggas don't know what they're talking about. You understand what I'm saying? They going to bump your head to a damn skull plate, and you're going to look up and it's going to be all over but the shouting. You're going to be sitting in a cave next to Barney Rubble, nigga. In the fire. Thinking to yourself, was I that stupid? You mean I walked away from the man that came here with this kind of information and was moving the whole universe, and I went back to a fucking nigga with shoes and feet? That wasn't even sent by nobody? They dumber than the ones that's holding on to Malachi. You understand?
True.
Is that boy in any of the scriptures of Patriarchs or the Holy Tablets, yes or no?
No.
No.
Well, he's nobody. He's a legend in his own mind. In his own mind. And Malachi don't have the power to appoint him. Only the Most High does. If he wasn't sent by Ilion, it don't matter, and neither does he. He better get in line with y'all and come up with the real Messiah if he wants to really get there. Now, that's all. Point seen, money gone.
Did he start his own group?
A lot of niggas started their own group. But everybody walk around with a tall hat on, calling themselves Abraham Lincoln, don't believe it. It'll be a lot of people saying I'm this and that here, and I'm that, and I'm this and that all over. Don't believe it.
I'm curious to know what son are we talking about?
It doesn't matter. Let me tell you. People's psyche is so fragile that if you even tell them who not to follow, they're going to go check it out to see. I don't even want to misdirect you with that silly shit.
Oh no, I'm in the end. I know all the stuff that's going on. I was just curious to know because a lot of people saying they're his son and not his son. So there's a lot going on. So trust me,
But if he was his son, it don't make. I got sons too and daughters. What does that mean? I got classes where Malachi will tell you. He said I got many children, but they are not my DNA. They're not my DNA children. They just like the rest of y'all. They don't have that angelic gene. They are sent from on high. You understand?
I feel you.
That's right. These are mortals that have learned a lot. Huh? I love you too.
We love you.
But you got to forget all that dumb shit. And if you mentally slow and a little lethargic with your thought, a little country or something, it's easy to just blow you up and put something in your head and have you in doubt and stumbling going somewhere else. And you'd be lost as hell. And then that person turn around and somebody else's well-being is serious and cause confusion in their mind and have them lost. Get everybody put in hell.
Yep.
When they see a reality. Tell that nigga to move the stars. To move the universe. Tell him to heal the AIDS. Tell him to heal stage 4 cancer. No, well, tell him to get on the phone and answer all you guys' questions. The question that you asked me tonight.
Exactly.
He'll be abada. He'll be abada. He'll be lost as hell.
One thing I knew is one, they kept worshiping a man, and then they couldn't answer no questions. I was like, this ain't real.
I know it's not real. If they were actually sent, they'd be sent with the answers. All right. Now, I'd like to do a spiritual exercise with you all to give you proof of dimensions. Right? It's like, it's 10:20. I got to hurry up. I was going to do it, but I'm gonna do this anyway. All right. All of you are familiar with the tone Om, right? You can spell it A-U-M or O-M, but Om. On the count of 3, we're all going to do the Om sound into the phone. We're going to all do the Om sound into the phone, and we're going to do it like you used to do in kindergarten. Row your boat. 1/3 of the class, and then the other class start off roll, then roll, then roll, you know, so we'll keep the Om sound going, you understand? And what's going to happen is that you're going to change the frequencies, and this phone lines and this system can't hold it up. Are you following me? And your phone is going to go dead empty a lot of times in places. You're going to be separated from us. And you'll be able to point out what dimensions, how many dimensions, different dimensions we're in. Are you following me?
Uh-huh.
All right. You feel it. All right. 1, 2, 3. I told you got to go with 3 waves to keep it going. The frequency shift. You should have felt like it was dead spots. You could hear some people at times, but not others. Then you could hear other people. You kept popping in and out different frequencies.
Yeah.
That's right. That lets you know frequency controlling where you are and who you with. It's frequencies when you call into the class, right?
Yeah.
Mute your phones. Mute your phones. So that when you dial into a class number, you hit frequencies on the phone. Beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, boop. Those are frequencies. Codes, frequencies. When you dial into a specific frequency, you end up in a specific reality. In space and time, you end up in our room. If you get one number wrong, you change the frequency and you end up someplace else. Are you following me? You're not going to ever look at channel 6 by punching in channel 19. I'm trying to get you all aware of the fact that you control your destiny with frequencies and tones. You have to learn how to vibrate yourself and focus on heaven. And above all, do not focus on ignorant, low
That's a piano right here playing.
And you drop it all the way back down to Malachi. But you drop it down to his son.
Amun.
Malachi is in all the scriptures. Malachi was sent. Where is his son sin at? Who is his son? To you, nothing. Nobody.
Nothing. Nobody.
These clowns are stupid. That's the devil, and they're supposed to tune into that. You understand? It's just like we all crossing the desert sands, and then somebody's got a diversion. The devil put up like a mirage, and they think it's water, and they jump out of line, and we die of thirst. And the leader keeps saying, "Follow me," right? And over that next sand dune, there's an oasis with water. But the people that got left behind, the ones that ran with their last breath over to that mirage, they thought was water. You understand? But let me tell you something. Oh, that leader, he don't know what he's doing no more than me. I'm a man just like him. I understand. But the leader is in tune with something like birds that find south without a map. You can take a smart college man out in the woods and blindfold him and spin him around the circles and take it off and ask him which way is south. He can't tell you. With all them PhDs, all that information, he don't know which way south is. But a bird brain knows. When you look at that flock of sparrows on the ground, they all look the same, identical. They all look like niggas. But if you throw a rock in the flock and they take the air in the fall, that leader gonna take the point and the rest of them will get behind him and form a V, a pyramid. And now, all of them don't know which way south is. Only the leader does. But what the rest of them that's going to make it to paradise know, they all know which one the leader is. And he looked just like all the rest of the sparrows. Or he a nigga just like me. I can do what he do. You're a damn lie, nigga. You trying to do what he taught you to do, but you can't do what he do. You're not him. You can't lead nobody to paradise. Quit fooling yourself. That's your ego, clown. Nothing but a big bird. What you gonna do is cut your damn self off. You're getting ahead of yourself. You don't know which way south is. A lot of y'all on this phone extremely intelligent. But if you go outside right now in the dark and they blindfold you and spin you around in a dark field, you don't know which way south is either. But you gotta give it up. The damn bird brain know, right? Not that the bird is smarter than you. The bird is in tune with the Most High. Nobody in creation knows more about the creation. Nobody in creation knows more about creation than the creator of it.
Sure.
That's right.
Don't you understand? And if you wasn't sent by the creator, go sit your black or white ass down. Stick your thumb up your ass and put a pointy hat on your head, because you a clown, nigga, and twirl. Period. Stop deluding yourself. Because by not even knowing it, you might be deluding others. You might be making them weak in their faith. And I tell you that those of you that believe and then turn again in disbelief, then increase in disbelief, and there's no saving of that soul. Hold on to the rope.
Say that.
That's right. You keep worrying about the ones that the Most High sent. Not nobody that, like Trump, that's been elected by goddamn people. Who my ass? Who told him that he was this, a spiritual guide? He did?
Yeah.
You did? You elected him that. You gonna do all the work in your power to make him great? You gonna make Trump powerful in the world? So you mean to tell me, wait a minute, the dragon gonna get power? The dragon gonna get power unto the beast? Is that what's gonna happen? The dragon is giving power unto the beast. Is that right? You gonna go off? You don't agree with the God? Hey, you don't agree with the God that was sent to you. So you gonna go off and create your own damn God in your image and likeness, nigga? And think you gonna get to heaven by that? That's the blind leading the blind. It is crazy.
Thank you for the truth. Thank you for the truth.
I love you. And best I hear you deep down inside. You hear me?
That's right.
That's right. And I hear you, son. And I hope you're waking up. All right. We need you all to step outside, look at the sky. And best I hope you in get enough physical shape to do it yourself. I really want you to see with your own eyes. All right. Any newcomers here? I do too. Any newcomers here? I'd like you all to go outside and bear witness to miracles and participate in them as well. But don't think if you can move a star that you me. Far from it. Don't clown yourself. Because you know good and well, if I say, okay, Sunday is the next class. When Sunday comes, I'm going to put Willie in charge of the class and direct all your questions to him. If I call your name, you shit on yourself. Because you know damn well you can't do what I do. You are not me. So stop that. Stop competing with me. Stop trying to do that. Because you didn't know nothing about what you're talking about until I showed you. Stop it. Allow me to show you other things. And the sad thing of it is people like that that'll make me concerned about how they misdirecting other people around them, and then it'll make me hold back on showing the whole group things on a next level, a higher level, because I know they might run with that and try to convince people they were sent. But if you're not in the Holy Tablets, if you're not in the Bible, if you're not in Patarak, if you're not in the actual facts, you wasn't sent by the Most High. He has his own words and his own scriptures. So stop it, beloved. I love you. Stop being stupid. All right, who's the first one? Who sees the moon out there? In Africa or London or anywhere in the world? Canada, Newfoundland?
I see a star, Moon.
All right. I see a star. All right. Okay. We're going to move that star up in the name of the Messiah, Amun Rayay. Now we're going to drop that star down. We're going to drop it down.
It's dropping down.
I love it. All right. Now we're going to make it go in a circle clockwise.
Going clockwise.
Going clockwise.
Now we're going to make it go counterclockwise in the name of the Messiah.
Going counterclockwise.
All right, now we're going to make that star come close to all of you in the name of Amun Rayay.
Coming closer.
Now we're going to make that star go back out in the name of the Messiah.
On back out.
I'll tell you all something else. I was taken up one night in a ball of light, and I eventually was so deep in hyperspace that I saw the Beirut down there with a bright object to the left of it. Then I saw a sham to my left, and it had 3 gold rings coming up. Cling, cling, cling. And a beautiful black coffin slowly went up into it. That was one of my deaths right there, if that's what you want to call it. You know, everybody want to be Martin Luther King, but don't nobody want to die. You understand? Better wake up and stop playing with things you don't really understand. Get in line and take your turn and come on home with me. I love you more than you love yourself. And you know these fake niggas and peckerwoods don't love you at all. All right? One more person to move some stars and perform a miracle to bear witness to, and I need you all to bear witness to this class and write testimonies.
I see the moon.
You see the moon? Okay, you're in London, right?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Raise up in the name of Amun Rayay.
Raise it up.
Now drop down.
Raise is moving up.
Now drop down in the name of Amun. All right.
It's got an aura around it.
That's my energy.
I see an aura.
That's my energy. Now we're going to make it go in a circle clockwise with your face in it, sister. You'll see your eyes open and your mouth talking.
Yeah. I see a hole at the bottom. That must be my mouth.
Yeah. Well, let's make it talk. You see it talking?
Yeah, I see it opening and closing. Yeah.
That's right. You can't hear it, but you see it. That's right. Now, I love you all. And I pray and bless every one of you that are taking these posts and posting them around the world. And I give a badge of honor to all of you that are not falling prey and victim to these clowns that are following clowns, the blind leading the blind. They were already here. And because they couldn't pass the test, they failed the class. I love you all. Write your testimonies. Send in your donations. Get your spiritual packages. And above all, repost these posts in every major large media group in the world. We don't have time. Wake these people up. We are one divine love. Nitia authority. Amun Rayay Asa. The one and only real Messiah. Peace.